this is the rule of thumb. Every country in the world that uses Celsius is that's it.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. Welcome to our first show of 2023. Happy New Year. I'm your host, F1 Blag, and this is day 8 of our 12 Days of Christmas special here on Georgie Stripping the Dipping podcast. Why am I outside, I hear you ask? Oh, absolutely no reason. I'm definitely not walking towards North London to find AMG DENZ. Anyway, on the 8th day of Christmas, Georgie booked for me the very best 8 p.m. Debrief Cookout of 2023 with friend of the show, Malik Leigh. Enjoy.
Well, on to the next topic then, Malik, because we've got another one, DJ Khaled, coming up this week. Silverstone Grand Prix preview. Well, I know it's easy for us to be negative, but Toto did say that there was some substantial further upgrades coming, to this Mercedes W14B that's having a bit of a Brazilian butt lift of such, with all of its side pods and funky new underfloors and revised suspensions and stuff like that too. And when Lewis is in Silverstone, he's untouchable. Just I think the energy that he radiates from the fans and how he transcends that on the circuit, it's like watching, like Thanos with the Infinity Stones. Just like it's something else. Like,
yeah.
You think there's any hope for us this weekend? You think we can?
No.
Still say no.
This Brazilian butt lift is going to be more like a Miami butt lift. It's just going to be fix a flat and like cement mix and stuff like that. You're going to have people just dying of respiratory failure and all this other stuff. For anybody that knows about that here in Miami. These people be dying over here in these little strip mall, whatever, plastic surgery joints. No, I mean, you can make that thing a straight line, just an arrow with two wheels going straight, right? And I mean, it's garbage from.
I like the little Tottenham reference there as well.
I think that there are so many different problems with this Mercedes that, yes, Hamilton knows the track, and Silverstone is a driver's track. Mm-hmm. It is a driver's track. And I say it's a driver's track in the sense that if you know the track, you can drive it, mm-hmm. right? I think that's the same thing with Hamilton and Barcelona. Okay. Mm-hmm. I think Barcelona is a driver's track. He knows that track, which is why he's had so much success there. Mm-hmm. Silverstone is a combination of performance and all this other stuff. But if you know the track and know how to drive a car, which of course he does, then, I think you'll have some success there. The last 2 weeks, the W14 Element OP, whatever the hell it is now.
Whatever configuration.
Yeah, that joint has gone backwards, right? Mm. I don't know who's been worse going backwards, them or the Ferrari, to be honest, because that Ferrari is getting worse. So, you're not hearing about engine failures and power unit swaps or any of this other stuff, because I think at this time, back when Mercedes was doing really, really, really well, they would have already been in the penalty, right? Or at least their first penalty, for something. It's like the car isn't even getting enough stress to break down and wear out. Like, that's how terrible the damn car is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that three-legged hamster is like, bro, I ain't even warmed up yet, right? And so it's just, but I'm hopeful. I'll probably watch. I still think that everybody should just boycott it, to be honest. But
catch the highlights afterwards, so it tanks the figures. I see the strategy.
Yeah. I would tape it, and especially after last week in Austria. I mean, not even as it relates to Hamilton per se. He was amongst the people. If I was Ocon, man, I'd be I'd be out. Well, he probably is. Nobody's seen him all week. He's probably out.
He's dousing that bleach.
He's setting fires in Paris right now. But I would, yeah, I don't, I don't have a lot of faith in the product. I have faith in Hamilton and his performance and his ability to do any and all this other stuff. I don't have any faith in the car. I'm a fighter, and I think I lost a lot of my faith that Mercedes, even for unrelated stuff, it's just a character thing for me. When they didn't completely go to the hill for Hamilton after Abu Dhabi and pulled out and all this other nonsense and made nonsensical reasons, knowing full well that they had different options and all this other stuff. Maybe someone told him, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do you a solid. We're going to look out for you and all this other stuff. And he trusted. And whereas Warner would have said, hell no. I said,
if the shoe was on the foot, like Max would still be a world champion if the roles were reversed. Because Christian, that's where as much as I don't love the guy,
I hate the guy.
I have to commend him still, just for any rule, any kind of thing he could work in the favor of his team, his drivers. Yeah. He's doing the full 9 to make sure he secures that. He's not leaving no cards, no tables.
He will hold your family hostage. He will go to your house and hold your family hostage for a rules change. He just will, right? And he might still on the way out shoot like your wife in the foot or something like that. Like, hey, just remind you, don't come after me next time. I'm gonna shoot you in the foot so you can't anyway. Whereas, and maybe it's a cultural thing. I don't know. I mean, considering the fact that they're in England, all the teams for the most part are in the UK. Toto, I don't think he's not a fighter in that respect.
He's more of a company. He's more of a suit.
Corporate. He's very corporate. I think Susie's got more fight in her than he does, and she's been quiet the entire season.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's hard to explain, but once I changed my mindset and my attitude on the fact that they don't support him as much as I think that they could have, and or should have, you start to see that same thing coming up over and over and over and over again, right? No, you do not have to love Christian Horner. I only have 2 responsibilities in life. You know what those 2 responsibilities are? Stay black and die. That's it. That's it. I don't know if y'all don't say that in the UK. That's what
something to that effect.
Y'all say, all right. So yeah, it's stay black and die. I ain't gotta love Christian for nothing. Nothing. But I'm not hopeful for this season. I don't think that Mercedes is. I think they've given up for this season. And when you give up, period, you don't necessarily know when to turn it back on. So if they're getting ready for next year's car, which they should have been getting ready for next year's car 2 years ago, right? And they didn't have enough foresight, or they didn't want to read the information the way that the information was producing itself, which is, you might see something else in the wind tunnel and on the computer and all this other stuff, but on the track with
it's not doing that.
It's not doing the same thing. And you're like, I don't know how to explain it. Well, that's the reason why the car was bouncing for so long. But everybody else with those, community college grads and correspondence course, PhDs and stuff like that, they figured it out in like a couple of weeks.
True.
Whereas all these guys over here, they're over here like, I don't get it. So
I love that accent, by the way.
Well, we got all these Terminator movies, so all you gotta do is just fake a Arnold Schwarzenegger accent. It ends up being the same thing. But it's like, I come out to figure out the car, so it's just, and if they can't do that, then, and they don't support the guy who's telling you, I've been able to handle your car very, very fast for a long time. This isn't very fast. These are the reasons why, and you're not listening to that person.
Is what is. You don't hear? You must feel. And I can only imagine how surmountable the pressure would be for Mercedes. If they don't get it right next year, or the year after, or the year after that, because it won't.
Hamilton has to stay driving. He has to stay driving. Period. Mercedes falls apart without him. Period. Mick isn't going to be the dude.
Oh no, that guy's a simulator driver.
Yeah. Saru isn't going to be the dude, right? There isn't anybody out there, with the exception of Albon. I think Albon would go fast in that car. I think Albon would go faster than Saru in that car. But he's the only person that I think, and maybe Mercedes are looking at him, right? Because they protested him being with Williams for so long and all this other stuff, and he's actually adapted that Williams, but for the car sucking, he's doing really well. But I honestly hope that, I just don't know where. I would like for Hamilton to leave, right? He doesn't owe Mercedes a thing. They probably owe him, but he doesn't owe Mercedes a thing. Or maybe they don't owe each other anything. I mean, when you think about it, what do they owe each other? You got 9 or you got 8 constructors. You've got 7 drivers. Do they actually owe each other anything? But you don't go to a shit team to try to say, hey, I'm going to go, you just say,
of course not. But time's up. My time's up.
The cost of living, especially in London, is ridiculous. It is. But you live in London, dumbass city. So that's your fault, right? So deal with it because it's a shit city, right? Eat garbage ass food. Everybody lives on one side of the river, right? Shit ass river to begin with. Nobody lives on the wider part of the river downways because it's busted looking and industrial. Yeah. And in London, not London, but
wow. Okay.
I said it. But right. But there, I wasn't born. Luckily, I wasn't born there. If I was born, I'd have left. But everybody's sitting there, and you're still there complaining about it. Leave, right? But you're still there. You can leave. You're an adult, right? So, anyway, remind us not to let you talk.
Oh, if Malik came to London, the amount of trash talk that would run, it'd be sensational.
You know what? We were going to come there. Actually, we're supposed to be there right now. Actually, not in London. We're supposed to be in Ireland, but we ended up having some stuff that happened. But we were supposed to be taking off. No, wait a minute. Today's the 4th. So next week. Actually, we're supposed to be next week and the week after. We're supposed to be there for 10 days, both in Ireland to go visit a friend, and we were gonna go to London to talk shit for like about 2 days. Just talk shit about how nasty. I mean, we were gonna go there just to try to lose some weight because y'all's food is terrible.
Oh wow! Okay, well, I'm glad that you said. I'm glad you said the losing weight part though.
I need to lose some weight so I can get in the air because I'm gonna get a plane, so I need to lose some weight.
You're adding ballast to the plane, Malik. Adding some unnecessary ballast to that plane, my brother.
I am. I mean, they have this thing called useful weight, and most of my weight that's on there is useless. So it ain't doing nothing but weighing us down. But I mean, I'd go out there and probably, y'all's food is terrible. Y'all might just need me to cook because.
What are you cooking up then?
Bro, I cook. I'm not Blag. I cook.
Oh, you're not. Wow.
Blag over there making bread sandwiches and stuff. And doesn't even have bread.
Blacks is catching like straight like bullets out here. I love it.
Yeah, because y'all's food is garbage. What is it? What is it? The aside from the nasty beans and toast shit, you put mushed up peas on French fries.
Mushy peas with French fries and some cod or fish as well. Don't look at me like that, bro. It's not me. It wasn't me.
Those your folks, man. Those your folks. Yeah,
it wasn't me.
That's the thing. Is like British folks went all around the world, wearing out folks, taking over shit. We got alligators too, taking over shit, and didn't bring a single one of them spices back. Not a single one. Right? You just brought the cooks back. That's it. Right? Thinking that the cooks were gonna have it. Right? Yeah, food in the UK is, man. Now your fish and chips, I'm pretty sure is pretty good. At least your water is drinkable. Yeah, go and get that Thames water. Right? Yeah. At least our water is drinkable. At least our houses are air conditioned.
Ooh, shucks.
Going around living in these brick igloos over there.
Man, stop, bro.
Every summer I start watching the BBC, and in other news, the weather hit, I don't know, 14 or 12 or whatever the hell, using Celsius and shit. Over there talking about the weather hit, and when you try to do the conversion, it ends up only being like 60 degrees, which is a real, like, good 60 degrees, and you got all of these redheads, freckles and shit dying of heat stroke. It's like, I was stuck in the back room. It's extremely hot. It's a whole balmy 30. And I mean, like, actual 30, not y'all's 30. Even if y'all's 30 is only, what, 80 something and shit. Y'all soft. They'll talk all this shit about British Empire. Motherfuckers can't even handle the sun and shit. Right? Either get burnt up from the sun or just like, oh my God, I'm dying. And that's why I go to London and start talking all that shit. I'll be like, why is it so fucking hot here? What do you mean, sir? Like, open a window. Have you ever thought about that shit? No. Like, they put plaster on the windows and shit just to keep it down. Fuckers, every year y'all talk about, this is the hottest summer ever. It's cloudy all the time. You can't see shit. Cloudy ass, rainy ass. And
oh man, my stomach's actually finished, man. This guy actually made me cry on live.
Complain about the heat. You complain about that nasty ass food y'all eat. Food is nasty. Talking all that shit about guns. Y'all need to bring a gun over there and kill myself and shit. It's so nasty. Y'all eat like blood pudding. Like, what the fuck is blood pudding?
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know why they do that, to be fair. Like, what's it called again? Black pudding?
Huh?
It's black pudding, the one that has blood in it.
It's pig blood. But that's like German or something, no? Or is it British?
Well, look, British ain't nothing but
I don't eat it.
ex-Germans.
Yeah, wasn't the Queen German? Or partly German?
All those motherfuckers is a bunch of Germans and shit over there trying to That's why man.
No, I'll never forget this day. Malik actually made me cry live on YouTube.
A scam ass family and shit that owns everything that y'all can't go to, but you're paying for it. They're fun. They support themselves. They do all this good. It's not good nothing. They can't even fade their shit right. Just shave that shit off. All of them looking like Jean-Luc Picard. Shit. Harry's ass, good and well that dude ain't his dad because he got a full ass head of hair. Come on now.
Man, you have the whole royal family in my ass tomorrow, bro. I'm needing the police escort to wherever I go, bro. MI6 in my shit.
50 people in that whole family, they all share the same ass. None. Come on now. He's like an anomaly in the family. All of them just flat, acid, terrible headed.
It's not even that as well, man. Did you see the thing about Prince Andrew?
Thank you very much for listening to the 12 Days of Christmas here on Georgie Stripping the Dipping podcast. I've been your unusual co-host F1 Blag. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe and give us a follow both on Twitter and on Instagram @StripTheDip. Until next time, bye.